Good morning, beautiful people. So, welcome back to Shooting the Bobo with FedPhoenix, my second channel. As most of you know, my original YouTube channel was FedPhoenix, which is a channel helping people navigate the technicalities and such of the federal criminal justice system in the position of a defendant. But this page, Shooting the Bobo with FedPhoenix, we're just going to shoot the Bobo. We're just going to casually discuss some things, get to know each other a little better, and go from there. So this video is going to be about how the difference between, for women, or the feminine entity in a relationship, but we'll just say for women as just a simple, blanket kind of thing. But how having financial expectations does not make you a gold digger, and what the difference is between a person with legitimate financial expectations in a relationship and a gold digger. So I think we can easily differentiate between gold diggers and people that just have financial expectations by the fact of a few things. One is your primary reason to be with someone for financial gain. If the answer is yes, you might be a gold digger. If the answer is no, you probably aren't. Are your financial expectations for your partner beyond the means and lifestyle you had prior to dating them or without dating them? Are you someone who was living on a budget and, went out to a middle tier family restaurant, once a month, twice a month, but now all of a sudden you want, high-end restaurants twice a week? You may be a gold digger. Now then again, if you're not requesting these things, if you're not implying you want these things, if you're dating someone who just has exceptionally larger financial means than you, and they're taking it upon themselves on their own accord to want to shower you with lavish things and upgrade your lifestyle and all that, if it's not something you're initiating or seeking, then you're not necessarily a gold digger. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may find yourself dating someone who just is, in a much better financial situation and really just wants to share their lifestyle with you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you were living in, a lower middle class lifestyle, let's just say income bracket, and you're dating someone in that same income bracket, and they feel like they have to pay to date you, or they feel, because it's such a burden, or you feel like you should suddenly, your lifestyle should be upgraded, an economic bracket or two, even though they don't really have the means for that, that's gold digging. So let's just establish that, you're dating someone not solely or primarily for the purpose of financial benefit or materialistic gain. And let's say that, that any lavish, excessive whatever, gifts, trips, funds, whatever, are being given to you voluntarily. Now, I've seen a lot of ladies get in relationships, and they have this attitude of, I'm not going to ask him to help me with nothing because, then he'll think I'm a gold digger. Or they have the attitude of, I've been taking care of myself forever, I'm not going to depend on no man. Well, here's the thing. There's a world of difference between depending on someone and accepting generosity from them. I would say I've never depended on a man financially. But I will also say that, any relationship I've been in, trust and believe, there was some financial investing happening from the other party. And the reason for this is, and I understand we all have our preferred lifestyle and our views ethically and morally and whatever. But for me personally, I'm kind of a fan of traditional roles. And in my religion, women are kind of, scripted as educators and sustainers, and men are kind of scripted as protectors and providers. And Steve Harvey, who also is from West Virginia, where I currently live, has said many times over, if a man cares about you as a woman, if he has any level of concern for your well-being and sees a future with you and that kind of thing, whether he's your father, your brother, your dad, maybe an older male sibling, an uncle, a cousin, or the guy you're dating, or your adult son, there are two things that he is going to do within reason and to the best of his ability. And that is protect and provide. Now, you got to remember that the key there is within reason and to the best of his ability. Someone who's working a regular 9 to 5, it is not within reason for them to go buy you a brand new car just because you need a new car more often than not. You know, someone who is paying for child support or alimony, you know, it may not be within their means to take you to a top tier, you know, restaurant, you know, every weekend. You know, that just may not be in the budget. And as a woman, you need to accept that. I mean, unless your thing is you're a gold digger, then I mean, hey, I'm not knocking it. That's your prerogative. This video is for the non-gold diggers. But you know, I'm not knocking anyone's hustle. So, you know, so when you're dating, let me tell you, ladies, we invest. We do, especially women like myself. We invest. We're big investors in relationships. If I'm dating someone, you know, they're working, you know, they're making money, you know, so I know that they're not home all day to cook and clean and do domestic stuff. And I don't, by the way, I don't really do the jumping into a lease together and shacking up either. Not my thing at all. Like, we're not living together unless we're married. I'm not into it. But anyway, so, but whereas I'm pretty much a homemaker. So I'm certainly the type of female that's going to say, you know, hey, you know, that would show up at your job and randomly bring you a home-cooked lunch sometimes. Or, you know, I'm always going to be asking, hey, would you eat today? And if you didn't eat, or if you just ate some fast food, you know, I'm going to want to make you a hot plate. Because I care, because I'm trying to build something with you. And we as women, what we bring to the table, we put cards on the table pretty quick usually. You know, if you're a guy who's working 6 days a week and I'm dating you, I'm certainly, you know, when I get ready to do my laundry, I'm going to be like, hey, babe, I'm doing laundry tomorrow. You know, why don't you drop off some clothes so I can do some of yours as well? You know, make things a little easier for you. You know, I'm willing to sacrifice my sleep schedule to accommodate your schedule, because I understand that you're working outside the home. You know, you're out here, you know, you're the breadwinner. And you know, and I really want to show you that I will and I want to play my supportive role as the educator and sustainer. You know, so we do this, you know, when we're dating someone, ladies, you know, we're real quick to get a babysitter and, you know, hey, you know, let's make plans, you know, to Netflix and chill or whatever it is y'all Netflix and do. You know, but we're saying, hey, you know, why don't you come over, you know, Friday evening and, you know, we'll, you know, make us a nice meal and, you know, we'll watch some movies and hang out. And the thing is, that's not free. You know, you paid for those groceries. You know, the house y'all are chilling in, you're paying the rent or mortgage on that. Or the taxes, whatever your situation is. The electricity, the air conditioning, the heating, the movies you're watching, all the amenities that have made it possible for y'all to do this, you are paying for. So if you're paying for these things, if you're financially contributing as a woman, you know, to the growth and the stability and the betterment of the relationship, why in the world should a man not contribute as well? And I'm not saying, you know, he's dating you so he has to pay your light bill. I'm saying, if you say, hey, you know, why don't you come over Friday, you know, and we'll watch a movie and I'll make us a nice dinner and stuff, he should be bringing the bottle of wine. He should be bringing some flowers. You know, if he sees that you need something in your house, if he's at your house and he realizes, wow, you know, she looked like she's getting a little low on dish soap. You know, a man who cares about you is going to want to make sure you're okay, you're taken care of. And so, you know, he'll notice when you need things. Or if you're fussing about, oh my gosh, you know, my heating bill was triple this month what it was this time last year. This is just crazy. You know, clearly showing distress with the situation. You know, now I'm not going to say he's going to say, oh, give me the bill, I'll just take care of the whole thing. That may not be within reason or within his means. Or y'all may not be far enough along in this relationship for him to even have determined that he wants to invest in you to that extreme. But, you know, most men that care about you, real men, you know, protectors and providers are going to say, hold up, you know, I can't do, you know, I can't cover the whole bill now. I ain't got it like that. But look, let me put a couple dollars on that for you. Hey, do you need a little help with something? Are you all right? You know, just like you're asking him, hey, you know, if you need some laundry done, just drop it off at my house. I'll take care of it for you. Hey, if you're hungry later, come on by and get a plate. He's going to be saying things to you like, hey, you know, are you good this week on gas? I know your money was a little tight last week and I know you got a lot to do this week. Do you need a couple dollars? Or sometimes he'll just shoot you a cash app or whatever, without even asking you if you need things, and just do them for you. So, and we as women, we show up and we show out. You know what I'm saying? We show up to a relationship and we're, let me make you a nice hot plate. Let me, stay up 3 hours later than I planned to tonight, even though I got a busy day tomorrow, so I can spend some time with you, talking to you on the phone or giving you a back rub. Let me make sure you got clean clothes and make sure you have a hot plate. Assuming y'all live separately, once you get to the point in a relationship where you're comfortable with each other at each other's homes unsupervised, you may even be going over occasionally and just straightening up for him, doing some grocery shopping for him, putting some things away, making sure his home is as comfortable for him as it can be, because that you want comfort for yourself in your home, and you want to extend your natural nurturing side wants to extend comfort into his life as much as you can. And that's a good thing, but what happens a lot of times, ladies, is we show up and, and we really put our all in real fast, we're doing everything within our means, within our resources, and within our skill sets to assist a person in their day-to-day life, to comfort them, to show them that, it's almost like, sometimes it's sad, it's almost like we as women are almost trying to show we're worthy of love, or we're worthy of the position we want in a person's life or the status. But then when things don't work out, you can't help but be a little bitter and a little resentful, because you're like, dang, I done poured all of this into this man. Maybe he was an over-the-road trucker, and maybe there were several nights where you stayed up all night on the phone with him because he was a little bit tired, and you were worried for his safety if he fell asleep, even though you had to get up, early in the morning with your kids the next morning, get them off to school, make breakfast, clean the house. We make these sacrifices, and we do these things out of care. And then when the relationship doesn't work out, we really feel like we've been kicked in our backs, because, you came to the table bringing all of this. And then you start wondering, was I not enough? Did I not do enough? Did I not give enough? And the thing is, and the reason why, and then, you get a little resentful and a little bitter. And if you're anything like me, you can pretty much get over that pretty quick. But some people can't. Some people harbor that mess for years and drag it as baggage into new relationships. But the way to avoid that, to avoid having a resentment towards your significant other, is to make sure things stay balanced. Have very honest, open conversations about what you want and what your expectations are. Say, this is what I'm bringing to the table, and this is what I need you to bring to the table. And make sure y'all are on the same page. And make sure there's a nice level of give and take. Keep it balanced. If you're bringing 100% to the table and you're doing a dozen things to accommodate him or make his day-to-day life easier, and he's bringing 20% to the table and doing one or two things occasionally to make your life easier, then it's time to have a serious talk and reassess things, because obviously this relationship is imbalanced. And when a relationship is imbalanced, it inevitably is going to topple over like a Jenga game. And when that happens, the person who contributed the most is almost always going to be very bitter and very hurt. And we can really avoid that just by maintaining balance in our relationships. So the point of this video, is, you're not a gold digger if you have financial expectations in a relationship as a woman. You're a woman who's expecting to be treated accordingly. You are a woman who's saying, I'm a woman, I'm bringing what I'm bringing to the table. I don't need you to cook. I don't need you to clean. I don't need you to be the lady. I'll be the lady. Okay, I got this. I'm gonna be the woman here. But you got to be the man. And if you're not going to be the man that I need you to be, I'm walking away. And as a man, if I don't see that you're trying to at least in some small ways in the beginning, from jump, protect and provide within reason and to the best of your ability, that tells me that you really don't care about me. You really don't have any long-term interests or plans for me. And if that's what you want, if you just want a friends with benefits, that's honestly what you want, I'm not knocking it. But if really soul search and look within yourself, and if that's not really what you want at the end of the day, cut it off, let it go. And find somewhere to invest your energy and your nurturing spirit and your efforts where it will be appreciated and reciprocated. Without reciprocity, nothing lasts, and nothing pans out for the better when there's a lack of reciprocity, when it's not a give and take situation. So, That's my thoughts, on that, ladies. Let me know what you think in the comments, fellas. Let me know what you think. Remember, fellas, I said within reason and to the best of his ability. And we all know when you first start talking to a person or dating a person, you're not going to be given 100% more often than not, because you don't know, you haven't gauged how you feel about this person or what plans you do or do not have for them. So anyway, so that's my thoughts on that. Ladies, let me know your experiences. Fellas, let me know your opinion. Let's keep it nice. Let's keep it respectful. And have a great day, everyone.